What's going on, everyone? It's Saturday. Welcome back. We're here again for episode number 4 of History of Mr. Freeze. Hope you guys been enjoying this series. It's been fun to do. Can't wait. Let's dive right in. So, medical science. Mr. Freeze is a remarkable medical scientist in his research on pathology and neuroscience of neurological illnesses. His specialization in cryonautics has successfully proven in his thesis on immortality through suspended animation, preserving his wife in a frozen state to delay her illness until a cure could be found is the best supporting example of his research. Multilingualism, he's able to speak English, German, Greek, and Latin. So we already know how smart Mr. Freeze is. We know his medical science, how he suspended his wife in a frozen state to try and find her a cure, and this slows the process of her disease or illness. And we just found out that he can speak English, German, Greek, and Latin, which is pretty cool too as well. Just Mr. Freeze to me just seems like one of those villains that you really root for. Like, even though he's a villain, you kind of root for him deep down inside as well. Cryosuit, superhuman strength and durability combined with his suit is his strength and durability are augmented to superhuman levels. Freeze suit protects him from a bomb attack by the ventriloquist henchmen, but the helmet of the armor was damaged by a sniper, causing the gases to leak outside due to the pressure. Freeze's strength and durability increased further after receiving a more advanced cryogenic armor, which was less heavy than the previous one and was capable of withstanding gunshots and explosions. Just again, like how smart he is. Like, the suit gives him superhuman strength and durability. And then he found a little bit of flaw in it, and he goes back in and like tinkers with it and makes his suit that much more better to withstand gunshots, explosive, and a little bit lighter for him too as well, which is pretty cool. Freeze gun, a weapon able to create gusts of cold that approach absolute zero. The gun is also capable of creating a cold field and imprison their opponents in a cocoon of ice. We all seen Mr. Freeze's freeze gun. We know what it can do. It is probably one of the coolest weapons a villain has. The way it looks, like his suits and everything, just so spot on. Mr. Freeze is one of my favorite heroes or villain story, but he's also like one of those villains that you really can root for too because of his backstory. He's not a villain by choice, but a villain to save his wife, which is kind of cool. You want to root for that. Mr. Freeze first appeared in Batman number 121, February 1959. He was created by David Wood and Sheldon Moldoff as Mr. Zero. Considered a gimmick mad scientist character, he was later renamed and popularized as Mr. Freeze in the Instant Freeze episode of the live-action TV show. DC editor Julius Schwartz disliked the character, but Mr. Freeze was redesigned by Jack Kirby for 1984 Keener Superpower toy line, which was intrigued into the comics. Batman editor Danny O'Neill also disliked the character in 1991, decided to have the Joker kill him off with his joy buzzer in Robin 2, The Joker's Wild, number 1. So, for some reason, artists have really been trying to push Mr. Freeze, but yet the editors really don't want him pushed, which is kind of weird because, like I say, he's probably one of the most underrated villains for Batman and probably one of the most powerful villains for Batman on that side as well, which is kind of cool. And then to see Jack Kirby redesign him too, that's a feat on itself too as well. So, in the fall of 1992, Batman the Animated Series writer Paul Dini re-imaged Mr. Freeze's origin and motivation in Heart of Ice. Mike Mignola also gave the character a simplified Art Deco redesign with goggles, breaking away from the keener superpowers look. The episode expanded on the tragic backstory of his frozen wife Nora, which further explained his obsession with being ruthlessly cold with his quest to raise research funds. This more complex, tragic take on the character was extremely popular with the public and would later become the standard portrayal for the character in all forms of media. So this is cool to see him get a redesign and get pushed, which from the Batman animated series is really cool. And then they also dived into his history as well, which is kind of cool too. Because if you tell the people the history, it's really going to help build them the passion with that character as well, which is kind of cool as well. But yeah, so that's our episode for today. That's the end there. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you did, make sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell notification button so you get notified of all the other great videos we got on here. And until then, we'll see you in the next one. Leave a comment too. I love to hear your comments. Till then, have a great one and see you soon.